Time for the scariest game of all, the survival of man. To me, RimWorld is a horror game. To be honest, I don't have a bunch of games lined up for the spooky season, and most of the ones on Steam that are coming across my radar, I'm like, I'm not sure. Arden, welcome back to the crew. Thank you so much for 46 months. Thank you. That's like, how long? Like 3 years? 4 years?
Oh, that's 4 years.
You're
that's
at 4 years
on my sub streak.
You're okay. All right. I'm really bad at math, but we just had a 4-year sub streak. Modern, welcome back to the crew. Thank you so much for the tier 3 and 4 years. Holy moly. That's actually crazy. Oh my god, my 4-year, I guess, stream anniversary is on the horizon. Golden Kappa train! Choo choo! Is that what's happening? There actually isn't much in horror games this year. I guess, you know, developers aren't feeling too spooky right now. You never know if you're gonna have a calm time or if suddenly 4 hungry cougars decide to become manhunters and rip everything you've strived towards apart. Yeah, that is how we lost a couple of colonies. It wasn't necessarily cougars, but it was usually the fault of some hungry man-hunting animal. If one more person subs, we get the golden kappa. Chat room. Okay, but for real, I'm just gonna go fill my water bottle. I'll be right back.
She won't know I subscribed, hee. Hydration. I've returned. What the? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Why do you guys always wait until I like get up? Refresh.
It's not showing me, but I see that the chat has gifted some subs. Spagoon, thank you so much for the 5 community subs. Krumo, thank you so much as well for the 5 community subs. Thank you. And Mega Kit, welcome back to the crew. She won't know I subscribed. I figured out how to scroll up. So I did see, and I do see, and I'm very thankful for you, crew. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I know it's for the Golden Kappa, but we're gonna enjoy it. He's a knower. And guess what? Sometimes I'm a media understander. Like, I can understand the nuance of media. Like, unlike whichever Paul said that Nope was a bad movie, clearly didn't understand the movie Nope, but I understood it and I still didn't like it. That's how big brain I am. I get that it was on purpose, and the skill that went into making it so boring on purpose, I think, is remarkable. I didn't like it. It was about spectacle and the lack thereof. I get why it was done. I'm a media understander. I still didn't like it. How about Him movie? I don't think I've seen Him. Oh, that's the one with yes, the commercials that kept popping up. The one that goes like, I'm him. I haven't seen that yet, but I am excited for it. Every streamer hates Nope because it's about them. I wasn't even a streamer when Nope came out. It wasn't even about me. Hold on, when was it released? (2022). Okay, I had been a streamer for like a couple months. Okay, I'm underplaying it. I'd been a streamer for exactly, we can do the math on this. I started in early November, late October 2021. December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So I've been a streamer for 8 months at that point. I don't think that's enough for it to like be about me. Ma'am, you streamed elsewhere before. I had a huge gap in between when I last streamed. When I was a flesh tuber. Argument invalid, I win, you lose. Now you got a big bruise. So mature, chat room. Wow, that is so incredibly mature. Well, guess what? I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. So I can't even understand you. Because all of that is stuck to you now. They saw your debut in Rush Production. So it is about me. See, what's really convoluted is, if I did think it was about me, chat room, that would be really self-centered and convoluted. The streamers that think it's about them, they're just a little self-centralized. But I don't think it's about me. Oh my god, the golden kappa looks so funny. I am glad that we got that. I don't usually care for hype train emotes, but that one looks so silly. The piss kappa. He's chubby. He does look a little chubbier. It's because of the bevel on him. Got a nice bevel. Only for 24 hours, sorry. Wait, we lose the gold kappa? What the? That's upsetting. Alright, well, my day has already been ruined, and we're 10 minutes into the stream. Very well hydrated. I think if your pee is that color of gold, I think you gotta hydrate a little bit more. True, we do have Goose Gritty, so... So golden kappa's like leprechaun gold, I suppose so. Alright, RimWorld. I'm excited to just chill and play some RimWorld. How you doing? Happy Saturday! It's the weekend, baby! Kind of stupid to have a feature be disguised for FOMO, but only have it for a day. I know it is really stupid, which has some really stupid monetization. It's got some really stupid, dumb baka monetization efforts. Thank you for paying your tithes, Hemhoy! Hi, everybody. What even happens on weekends? You get to relax. Weekends? Sounds rude. I want the week to end, though. Dopey! Oh my goodness. Hemhoy! Welcome back to the crew. Thank you so much for the tier 3 and 15 months. We just unlocked the golden kappa. Mods, post the golden kappa. Post the golden kappa as tribute to this chatter. Thank you. Thank you. That's you guys. Oh my goodness. I don't think I drank enough water yesterday. Alright, where were we? Ah, yes, we're playing One Big Happy Hamily here. The permadeath colony. I believe I lost that stream, my first colony in a while, to a man-hunting, what was it? It was a dog? No, it was a lynx. A man-hunting lynx killed my colonist, and we had to start again. It was only like 20 minutes into the stream, so I don't think anybody noticed. Which is good. Here's my lovely, lovely colony.
Says she'll stream the next day. Goes MIA for 3 days. Sasuga streamer capped Kielal.
That's so true. I did say I'd stream the next day, but actually I went MIA for 2 days. So, like, you're exaggerating a little bit there, Sweaty. Did you, like, miss me or something? You're sounding like you kind of missed me. Saying it was 3 days instead of, like, 48 hours. A day for Chia is not necessarily 24 hours. Exactly. It depends on, like, when I sleep. And if I don't sleep, that means the day goes on longer. So for me, it was 24 hours. For you guys, it could have been longer. I have insomnia, though, so my days are different. I also had a test Friday that I kind of forgot about, and I locked in for that. It was tough. I don't like multiple choice questions because I'm always second guessing myself, followed by like a frick ton of essays and my hands cramping and my nail polish freaking chipped already. I'm mad. It was time zones as well. Time zone. If you think like I didn't stream the next day, it's your time zone. Okay, so we got 2 turbines up and running. These are my colonists. We got Black, we got Otter, we got Super Yoki. This is the newest join, Evie, who I believe was, I mean, yeah, he kind of looks like a vampire, but I think he had an addiction to go juice. Where do I see that? Yeah, a dependency. So I believe I was trying to research, yeah, drug production so we could unlock go juice and get him some go juice before he like goes into a coma. Although I think he's doing all right now. Last stream with RimWorld, we were kind of on the brink, but I think we're coming back. We're bouncing back. One hamster day equal 168 human days. Exactly. Hamsters live what? 4 years maximum, so really, it's actually a miracle that I stream at all, really. How am I even alive? Let's see, we're building a fridge, couple of batteries. We probably do need to figure out a new bedroom situation because we only have 3 bedrooms. We're kind of cramped. What is that noise? It sounds like bugs scuttling, or like, you hear that, right? Or like rats going like. Earth hamster statistics no longer apply to you. You're a space hamster. Exactly. It was either perish an Earth hamster or go to space. What's that in VTuber years? Probably the average VTuber is a year to 2 years old. Streaming is it's a brutal pastime. Extend our reach to the stars above. To spread the word of good and evil, to strive and be evil, to extend our reach to the stars above, to kiss me out on the head because I don't remember it. Jesse, James, Team Rocket blasting off again. Welcome. Nailed it. Yeah, I think I got most of it. I can sing the main theme though of Pokemon. That is actually just embedded in my psyche. 95% of it? Okay, good. Excellent. Kind of freaked up that Meowth is like one of the few Pokemon that can speak full-on like English sentences outside of the legendaries, and he did it because he like locked in and learned English. So really, the rest of the Pokemon could do it.
Hi Chia, how's it going?
Hem hoy, welcome back to the crew. Bing Bong Jones, thank you so much for 42 months. We just had our first 4-year resubscription. I'm doing pretty good. I got like, what do you call like a pre-headache? Like I know I'm gonna end up with a headache later, but we're not quite there yet. So I'm trying to offset it by drinking water. RimWorld I'm sure is going to help, definitely. Call it a pre-me? Okay, I'm preing then. I'm pre-gaming a headache. The rest of the Pokemon are lazy. Yeah, they're just not locking in to learn English. If Meowth could do it, the rest... Pikachu could do it. I do remember we also had an issue where we were lacking trees. Which we tried to offset by growing trees, but it turns out you need to have planting level 6, and none of our colonists are really that good at planting. The trees are starting to return. We might have enough for some wood for this door. Although maybe I'm just gonna make this door out of like a different material. Steel maybe? We've got quite a bit of steel, actually. Like, this stuff just falls out of the sky in RimWorld, it turns out. I'm at the headache stage 2. That's crazy. Oh my god, we're twinning. So, hold on. What if I just, like, psychically try to put it onto you guys? Hold on. I'm transmitting my headache. I'm spreading it to all of my chatters. Oh my god, I actually feel better. Oh my god, I think that worked. Like, immediately. Oh, there's still a little bit of pre-headache, but like... It's a wishy-washy. Maybe it won't turn into a headache. The calm before the storm. Pikachu spoke English once and everyone hated it. Wait, did he? I don't remember that. I must have blocked it out of my mind. Was it in the original anime? I used to have the Pokemon original anime on VHS. And there was maybe 2 episodes per VHS tape. And you could get the VHS tapes just at like the local drug mart. So every time my mom would go shopping, I'd ask for like, could you bring back a Pokemon VHS? And I got them all. I collected them all. I kept them in amazing, brilliant condition as well. Even though I watched the heck out of them over and over again. And then eventually, when I grew up, my mom threw them out. So sad. Ah, we finally had the corpse fridge. So... We do have a food source here. We do have the rice going. It's been harvested. Alak is replanting it. Oh yeah. This is one of my favorite RimWorld songs. But what if the storm was approaching was Absol? Oh my god, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon reference. I got that one, I understood that. I'm a media understander. Wait, my head hurts now, what the frick? I'm sorry, I projected my headache onto all my chatters. But if you think about it, you're sharing it amongst yourselves, so it's not gonna be like as bad as if I focused it on one chatter in particular. You know, sharing is caring. You're sharing the burden. I kind of feel like buying a Digimon virtual pet device. Oh my god, we are twinning. I was actually looking at them on eBay. They're kind of pricey though. There's a Digimon watch. It's called a Vita bracelet, I believe. They made a new version that is like $200, but you can get the other version for like 20 bucks. And I do have the like the 20-buck one. And it's good. You can like take it with you. It's just, it looks like a Fitbit watch, so it's not too embarrassing. Keeps track of your steps. Of course, I always end up by keeping it like off my wrist for too long and then it dies and I have to start it again. You take the free headache or double it and give it to the next person. Definitely double it. Next person's gotta deal with it. Joke's on you, Chad doesn't have brains. Okay, so I should give you the entirety of my headache because it sounds like it's not going to affect you. Harvest these berries. There's been so much death. I love looking around RimWorld and just seeing the like carcasses left over from whatever the heck happened previously. Oh, I'm getting memories back. Seeing this spot reminded me, last time there was like a child fell out of a drop pod and then was like dying to death, and I didn't rescue them because they were not that great stat-wise. And also children can't really do a lot in RimWorld. Although maybe one day we'll see what like a baby does. This guy isn't my colonist, we're just taking care of it for now. Oh! Yeah, this is really funny. Those of you just joining who might have missed the last episode. Otter Time created a Masterwork steel double bed. Otter got like a girlfriend and immediately created a Masterwork bed. But what is more disturbing is like what it says. Let's just say it's a little risque. You can probably read it for yourselves. And I just the Super Yoki is Otter's daughter, so it's even weirder. There's like layers here of intricacy. Yeah, imagine having your parent make like a erotic depiction of you taking off your clothes for your bed. Pay my taxes, let's go. Thank you for paying your tithe. The HRS will get off your back for a little while longer. No, it's not a bunk bed. It's a double. It's like 2 people wide. Okay, so yeah, you can get it out of your system because I'm not going to beat the size queen allegations with this one, but I can only sleep in a queen size bed. Any other bed size is like too small. I gotta be able to stretch out. I could have the world's smallest room, it's just gotta have a queen size. So how long do we have to take care of this, like, dead guy? Oh, I think I didn't reorganize storage here properly. Hold on. We should not be allowing food on the floor. Instead, all the food should go in the fridge. And fridge should be, preferred priority, definitely. Otter, can you go, like, all the meals into the fridge? Thank you for paying your tithe. Yeah, the hamster revenue services. You've never heard of them? I think we're gonna have to kill this colonist. They're an artist. Isn't Masterworks, like, really good in RimWorld? Doesn't it make them feel good or something? Opinion of my lover attended a party. My rival died. Oh no, they're wearing ratty apparel. Okay, yes, I think that's our next order of business, is building a workbench for making clothing. An electric tailoring bench, perhaps. It's gonna, like, build this over here so I can have this space to construct. And then we're gonna just, electric tailoring bench. Don't have enough wood. I think we can make it out of something else. Probably steel. There we go. Space tax is run by hamsters? Yeah, space is wild. She doesn't even take up 1/4 of the bed, but she demands a queen size anyway. Okay, let me explain myself, okay? I don't take up 1/4 of the bed, but my cats freaking do. I need a queen size bed. Otherwise, how else am I supposed to get any space to stretch out at all for myself when my cats are taking up half the space? So really, it's not just for me, it's like, it's for them. Even then, I still manage to, like, kick them off the bed sometimes. I'm like a thrasher in my sleep. I'm like sleep fighting. I'm always tossing and turning. Apparently that runs in my family. Like, my dad tosses and turns. My brother tosses and turns. We all get sleep paralysis. My mom has insomnia. We're just all terrible sleepers. Another crash transport pod. It's all these ops keep falling out of the sky. Okay, are they at least decent at... They're an impid. Okay, I like impids. Oh, they're really good at cooking. They've got an 11 and they have a 9 in medical. That's pretty good. They're an undergrounder. They're unhappy outdoors. And they're nimble. Perhaps we should rescue them. Although we do already have a cook. I think it was Evie. Evie's cooking is 6. Man, nobody here can plant. Alright. Okay, yeah. Oh no, what's happening here? They're loving. I was gonna send Otter to go, like, rescue the person who crashed in the transport pod. I guess we'll send Evie. We're gonna have to wake somebody up. Don't look, chat room. Don't look. Where is it? The pod was, like, in the middle of the ocean or something. Oh my god. Right on the other side of the map, of course. What a journey. This is gonna take all night. making a space colony to run from taxes, and when they start asking taxes, I leave to make a new space colony to run from taxes. It's the strat. Sleep Fighter 2, my favorite character was Blanket. Wow, I really liked Pillow. Personally. Next question, did Winton or any other cat ever try to be your sleep scarf? No, I've never had a cat try to like... I've heard of cats doing that, of cats like sitting on their owners' faces while they sleep and like trying to snuggle up to their faces and like smothering them. My cats don't do that. Like Winston, he's not really like a cuddler per se. He'll let me like squish him and stuff, but he doesn't like to curl up in my arms or my lap and let me just like hold him like a baby most of the time, unless the vacuum cleaner's going. Anyone else here squeaking? He's communing with the off-world planet. Grandfather accidentally something wrong to a witch or something? Yeah, I wonder if my family is cursed. It's the spooky season, I'll entertain it. Can't say that my mom's family has had the best of luck. Her father died when she was 6. It was all like downhill from there. One of her brothers also died pretty mysteriously and suddenly. Joanina Melis Nos, a recon sniper, is calling from nearby. She has deserted the army of the Shattered Empire and is being hunted by a loyalty squad. Wishes to join you. She brings a couple of silinks, but beware, if you accept Joanina, you will become the enemy of the Shattered Empire. I think we're like chill with the Shattered Empire right now. I kind of don't really want to make I didn't mean to click that. I don't want to make enemies with people that we're chill with. Let me check. I think we can check here. So we're completely neutral with them. And we become hostile and they probably start sending units to like harass me. I really don't care for that. Back in we go. Typical orange cat behavior. I've never known any orange cat that liked to be cuddled. I mean, he likes to be cuddled, but like he won't fall asleep like that. I had to watch a cat that kept shoving its butt in my face when I was sleeping. Had kidney problems. The smell was horrible. Oh, that is horrible. That's so sad because cats like that's that's a sign of like they love you. They love to shove their butts in people's faces. That's like them saying hello or something. Poor kitty. Well, it was time to get out of if it was time to get out if it was so shattered. That's true. It's amazing that the Shattered Empire is still going. I felt like a grandma reading that. I started like squinting. I was like, It does seem like there's been a little bit of a lack of spooky games. But also, I don't know what's happening in terms of like spooky movies. Oh, I did watch a spooky movie by myself a few days ago. Trying to remember what it was called. It was called something like Last Shift. It was about a police officer's first day on the job, and she was watching one of the buildings. I don't know what you call it, precinct, that was about to close down, and it was its last day being open. Oh, and her cop father got killed trying to like take down a cult, and spookiness ensues. The props are good, like the spooky dookies were quite spooky. I was more of admiring like the makeup, the special effects. I was like, ooh, grotesque. I haven't really settled on how I felt about the movie though. It had like a 91 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not sure I agree. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was a predictable ending. I heard it was remaked later. It was remaked? Oh my god. Yeah. I heard it was... No, that is right. Remaked? It was redone. The director did a remake a few years later. Remade. Remade! Right, yes. Why is there just a machine pistol here? I think Evie's machine pistol is just there. Wait, what happened to... Oh no, they must have not made it. What the... Okay, there's a dead cougar here. I don't know what happened, but there's a lot of blood. The person we sent Evie to retrieve is nowhere to be found. I can only assume they... Oh, here they are. Yeah, they didn't make it back. That's sad. Oh, they were close though, but it's too bad their drop pod landed all the way over here. Dang, I know. They would have been a great chef. Tragic. I mean, have you heard of any mascot horror lately? Oh, yeah, where's the mascot horror? There's usually like a new ban every month. What's happening? Or a new FNAF or something? I haven't heard of any new mascot horrors on the horizon. Most spooky games released recently have been AAA developers, so they're all very expensive. I prefer indie spooky games. They usually have a lot more heart when it comes to trying to tell a spooky story, you know? That's so sad anyways. Yeah. No, it's tragic that they died, but you know, life goes on. Otter, can you build this tailoring bench so that we can start tailoring you some new kicks and threads? Who's our best tailor? Super Yoki is. They're good at crafting. And oh my god, we're doing great on food now, which is awesome. You love to see that. There was a point where we were struggling a little bit, but now with this big old rice field, we're doing just fine. I might have Outer's cooking priority maybe a bit too high. Oh no, it's on a 2. I think I should have construction on a 1. Because we don't have a lot to construct right now. Where are you going, Otter? There's steel down here somewhere. Oh. Well, good. We do need those materials. It's finally getting deconstructed. Heard Poppy Playtime skins are going in Fortnite? What the... Oh my god. Poppy Playtime in Fortnite? Fortnite isn't real. I saw there was K-pop Demon Hunter skins in Fortnite. There's like a Fortnite Daft Punk thing happening soon. I don't know. I haven't played Fortnite in a while, and last time I did, I was only playing like Lego Fortnite. And I was gonna play Lego Fortnite actually on my Switch, but then I realized I had to download the entirety of Fortnite, which is like 100 gigs. And even with a micro SD, my Switch does not have the space for that. All I wanted was Lego Fortnite. I just wanted to play some Lego Fortnite. I didn't want Fortnite. The way it was in the store, it looked like I could just download Lego Fortnite separately. But I guess not. Ban is a AAA since that's the noise you make once you realize how much time of your life you wasted after you finish one part. Ah! Yeah, it's kind of amazing to me how much Ban took off, because it felt like it was trying to waste my time at some points. Like trying to pad the time to get to the 2-hour marker so you couldn't refund it. Like some of the puzzles really felt like it was just trying to make me mad and waste my time. And I didn't like that very much. I like video games to respect me as much as I want to respect them. Thank you, Amigo bot. Switch even have enough space for Fortnite? I don't think like default Switch space has enough space for Fortnite. Don't they just have like 64 gigs? Hold on, Switch storage. Yeah, mine's the OLED, so 64. Can't even fit Fortnite on it. I do have a micro SD though that I think was like 200. But you know, I've got other games that I wish to play. I don't just want to have Fortnite on my Switch. Thank you very much. Very rustic, very idyllic. Ah yes, would you like to live in my rustic, idyllic colony? Isn't it beautiful? Let's start expanding. I think it's time that we start expanding our home base. We need more bedrooms. Now, how are we going to do this? We already have a hallway here. What if we build out this way? We could do it out of steel. We do have a lot of steel. We don't have a lot of anything else. And we would have a lot of wood if we were able to grow it, but sadly, nobody is able to plant wood. Or trees that would then turn into wood. And this dang island doesn't like... it doesn't have any trees in sight. So I don't know. We might just have to start building everything out of steel, which wouldn't be terrible. It's harder to like break down if we were under attack. How close are we to drug production? Pretty close. I think after we learn how to make goat juice, I'd like to get like gun turrets maybe for more defense. That's Fortnite on minimum graphics settings, mind you. Oh man, yeah. I can't imagine playing Fortnite on your Switch is like very fun. But maybe it is. I've never tried it. Occasionally when I played Fortnite back in the day, I'd run into, you know, players on their Switch. Because Fortnite likes to out you for what console you're playing. I did for a while. Oh, so you're like... boots on the ground, you know what it's like. What was it like? Nothing can ruin this now. You are going to jinx me. Alright, new hallway here. We're gonna build that out of steel. It's better than playing on my laptop for some reason. It hated running that. Well, I guess like playing it on the Switch means that it would be optimized for the Switch for the most part. So that, I guess, makes sense. I'm doing a little look-see around to see if there's any steel we could melt down. Seeing a lot of like chunks. But no steel slag. Unreal Engine needs all your resources to live. Oh, there's some steel here. It do. Game optimization in 2025? Are you insane? We're not gonna unlock game optimization until at least 2050. I saw that the dairy farmers of Canada were trying to go carbon neutral by 2050. Like, bro, we're all gonna be underwater by then. What do you mean? What do you mean you're gonna do it in another 25 years? Oh, so how do you make the cow stop farting? Like, they fart a lot. They do make a lot of like they have a lot of emissions. I guess they're gonna have to figure it out. I hate how modern games all went with UE5 and it's the most unoptimized thing to ever come out. Yeah, I've heard many a complaint about Unreal as an engine. Oh, no, wait. So we're just gonna build this out. I might make these into like little bedrooms. Just like little barracks we can use. We could turn them into prisons. I don't like how I didn't build it so it could be like even. That's fine. We'll turn this into maybe let's see. We've got a cooking room. Oh, we could start building some steel shelves so we can get, it could be our storage. It could be. Just put a bunch of like shelves in there. Get all the junk off the floor of the kitchen so our food doesn't get so like nasty all the time. That makes sense. Bro, we're gonna get weekly hurricanes by 2030. Keep up, dairy farmers. Yeah, maybe if they produce so much emissions, they can like offset it somehow. You know, like, you know, they make so much that it just ends up by having like a completely unforeseen effect where it's like suddenly they've like done it. They've fixed climate change. They did it. They created so much greenhouse gases, it like wrapped around and now we're fine. Actually, they give them cows special feed and they stop farting for real? Whoa, do they? Is that Chad, is this real? The unevenness perturbs me. Well, we're gonna turn this into storage. Actually, I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind. This isn't going to be storage at all. We're still gonna have our storage here. But we're just gonna get everything off the floor. Alright, where's Otter? Deconstructing, excellent. Be nice to have some more building materials. I wonder if we could destroy this and get some steel out of it. Okay, we're missing steel. Great. Here I was thinking that our steel would never run out. Lo and behold, it's run out. I don't know how we're gonna get more materials for building, honestly. We're kind of... we're kind of in a stalemate. I guess we could keep breaking other stuff down. Hurricane should be named after cows to drive the point home. Hurricane Bessie. Hurricane, Patty. I don't know, you're making them sound kind of cute when you do that. Just send a hurricane in the opposite direction and they'll cancel each other out. That's like the movie Twister logic. Like, I'm pretty sure that actually happened. I went to go see the new one with my dad. Because I wasn't really too interested in the movie itself. But he seemed really interested. And he said it was the first movie I ever watched. And I was like, what? And he was like, well, heard, because you were still, like, you're still getting, like, baked, but... I was like, okay. I guess, you know, that explains a lot, maybe? I don't know. Maybe explains nothing. Going for the integer overflow, exactly. Rose coping saying it's not even that hot. That's because the Arctic Circle is breaching, which isn't a good thing. You know, I never met like a climate changer denialist outside of like the internet, where people they don't even seem like real, until one of them was one of our translators on like a school like a school like trip, a field school that we're doing in the pursuit of knowledge. It was insane. And that was actually her logic. She was like, well, it's not that hot. Like, I feel fine. And it was, I can't even begin to describe how, like, insane she was. There was a lot of windmills in Europe. Which, you know, my European chatters, you guys, you know, you've got a lot of windmills. We've got a few wind turbines around here as well. But she thought they were fake. She's like, how does that even produce electricity? And the person driving, who also was like I don't think he was a mechanic, but he like worked with planes. And he was like, just the look on his face. He was just taken aback. He thought she was joking. And then he was like, oh wait, I actually have to explain how like wind turbines produce electricity. She was convinced it was fake because like the blades weren't big enough or whatever. And then he was like, that's because they're really like high up in the sky, my dude. Like, you bring one of those turbine blades down here and it's gonna take up like the entire road and then some. Baffling, absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I thought those people weren't real. I thought they didn't exist. And then I met one. And she was hired by a university as well. I understand that a lot of people are climate change denialists out of spite while knowing climate change isn't real, but they really haven't thought that through. It's just... yeah. She didn't really want to believe anything was real. There was some sort of like, she thought everybody was trying to pull the wool over her eyes, but she saw the truth, you know? Is that kind of attitude. Wait, there's people who think that way that aren't grifters? Yeah, no, she wasn't a grifter. She was literally the Facebook mom reading the grifting articles and then regurgitating it and believing them. It was crazy. Yeah, his face when he was like, oh, I actually need to teach a 3rd grade concept to this middle-aged adult. I think she's in her 60s. So, like, you know, too old to not understand electricity. Funny thing is, when they're transporting the blades, it takes 3 whole trucks. They're huge! They just don't seem that big because of, like, freaking perspective. It's like you're seeing them from far away. They're like way up in the sky because that's where wind turbines need to be. Like, they're freaking huge. I don't know if anyone has ever seen like a worker on a turbine before, but like, they're just a little speck of dust. I've seen workers on turbines before. They're like ants next to a tree. The argument I hear the most is that it's just a hoax for votes. Don't know how to argue against that. Not everything needs to be political. We can like all band together as like human beings and decide that maybe we should put a stop to something that is going to and is affecting us all equally. Doesn't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. Climate change doesn't care. Climate change doesn't care how rich or poor you are, although if you have more money, you can probably afford to deny it more. In fact, you might even profit off of that. It still, at the end of the day, doesn't care. Plenty of other valid reasons to hate your government. There's no need to make stuff up. So true! Hear me out. Windmills ruin the microclimate by pushing the moisture out of the ground. I took some environmental science. I don't remember, like, hearing that about wind turbines, but there was some potential issue that hasn't really been studied about, like, their effect on surrounding people and their proximity to said turbines. Like, there had been some reports that people had trouble sleeping because of them. So, like, there's other reasons. Like, nothing is perfect and everything should be looked into further. Yeah, they're loud, right? There's a reason we put them in the middle of nowhere. 8 heat wave. Machine person is orbiting the ship and wants to perform some planetary experiments. However, she carries out their experiment, a heat wave will bake the area around the ship. No thank you. It's, permanent summer here. I don't... Wait, let's see how hot it gets during the day. Maybe we could do a permanent heat wave. Wait, what is she gonna give me? A gene back. Or void sight serum. Or a masterwork bow? I hear masterworks in RimWorld are really good. As a radical centrist, I think we should just get rid of politics because it's creating too much, like, opinion. Or am I radical centrists? Where are they? Make yourselves known in the chat. We have to get rid of politics completely. Everyone who has an opinion will be put in jail immediately. Longest Chia bit. Is it a bit though? Or am I a radical centrist through and through? It's more of a sport. Gotta hate the opposing team and root for your team at all costs. Yeah, politics should be boring, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, politics should not be interesting. It should be boring AF. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be like a sport. It shouldn't be like disasters all the time. It shouldn't be a spectacle. It should be like the movie Nope. It should be boring. Imagine being like Germany switching back to coal. They're going back to coal. Wasn't like the final coal plant in the UK, I know, completely different country, but it was closed down recently. I remember that happening. That was like huge. They're like, the UK's final coal plant has been closed for good. Like a sign that we're moving on to better sources of energy. I guess, you know, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. We're gonna have to, I think, wait for traders to come bring us some materials. Oh, wait. We can use these chunks if we can figure out how to, like... I think we can break down chunks eventually with the smelter. It is a bit and I want to fight you. Why? I'm doing it so that, like, people won't fight anymore. What if my political opinion is that Chia's kind of cool? You're gonna get, like, killed for your opinion. Get rid of politics, make me supreme leader, and I will make hamster girls real. I'm already real. But we could make more. Are we sure we could handle more, though, as a society? Man, I can't get rid of our tattered clothes because we don't have material. Maybe I just, like, forget the go juice for a while, and if he goes into a coma, he goes into a coma. But we have to figure out how to do, like, breaking down these chunks for more material. Because there's a lot of chunks. There's a lot of chunks. But boring doesn't do good on news channels. Well, news shouldn't be profiting anyway, like... News should just be for explaining what's going on in the world. They shouldn't be also trying to make good news stories because, like, it makes them money off of advertisements. Nuclear power is good, but not the cheap option to renewables. One would think those end storage things yet to be built would cost a lot. Yeah, and if they're done poorly as well, could result in huge natural disasters, as well as, like, social ones. What was the big one that happened in the US? It was like the Yellow River. Huge naturals. Not the kind of huge naturals I want. I don't want huge naturals as in huge natural disasters. I want huge naturals as in, like, Robertsons. Make hamster girls the new pink cat girl vtuber. My favorite archetype. With the indomitable will of humanity, anything is possible. I don't know if we can indomitably will ourselves out of this one. It remains to be seen. Do y'all see where I can find the breaking down the trunks? Royal apparel, imagine. We can already do complex clothing. Can't believe the captain is raising up chatters demanding to make more hamster tubers. I mean, like, you know, a rising tide raises all ships. If for whatever reason hamster girls become super popular, then, like, it's only gonna benefit me. Sterile materials. Oh. My political opinion is I should be made UK Supreme Leader. That's a political opinion, and as a radical centrist, I think that you should be killed. Even if you make Gundam real. No, I don't want to elect myself as world leader either, because then that means that I would also have political opinions. And as a radical centrist, I can't stand for that. In fact, I'm sitting right now. Hem hoy, can I have some nutrient paste? We got simple meals. If you want one of those. If things go really bad here on Earth, we'll just switch to Mars and terraform it. Trust. Oh yeah, let's like go to the barren ass red planet. Let's like leave this beautiful blue marble behind. Yeah, imagine a variety of hamster girls. Imagine pink haired hamster girls. I got one on my computer right now. It's the Arknight's gamer hamster girl that I can only assume is based off me. She's got pink hair. She's sitting on top of my tower right now, looking at me. Yeah, no, this isn't good. Yoki's getting hunted by a warg. Yoki, just drop whatever the heck that is and run. The warg has chosen to hunt Yoki. I know, so far away. And there's a beautiful little prairie dog over here. It could be hunting instead. Who else has weapons? Otter has a weapon. We might have to deal with this. Evie, where'd your gun go? Go equip your gun. Yoki, just run. It's so fast. Just keep running. Oh, it got a hit. This is not good. Everyone else is just so far away. This isn't looking good for Yoki. We'll try our best to meet Yoki, but dodge, Yoki, dodge. Keep running, Yoki. This warg's fighting in the ocean. That's crazy. Yeah, we're not making it in time. Yoki must have been down there for like all of like 2 seconds and the warg just decided, yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy. I will avenge you though. This is Otter's child that was killed. You have to avenge them. Don't know if there's gonna even be a body to bury. Where's Evie? Evie you didn't even pick up the gun, buddy? Okay. Well, I guess since you're here, go equip this one. Avenge your daughter, Otter! Just be careful, Evie. You might have to take the long way. Never mind. Still, go pick up that gun. Damn. We lost a colonist. They were a crafter. Not that we were getting much crafting done. I should just kill. I should just hunt all the animals that could potentially hunt me. Allow, allow. Time to dig a grave. Those guys over there weren't my colonists. We need a proper place for our colonists. Here looks really cool. Otter, bury your daughter.
Fumo kill.
Coyote, welcome back to the crew. Thank you so much for 30 months. Thank you. Remember, if you can dodge a warg, you can dodge a ball. Oh man, I'm way more scared of a warg than I am a ball though. Wait, Locke has learned how to plant trees. We're so back. RimWorld taketh from me and then it giveth. Amazing. He was so young, I know, and this is gonna be horrible for our colonists' mental health because all my colonists are related. Daughter has died, and I believe, yeah, mother has died, although not as bad as daughter has died, I guess. We still got grandpa and granddaughter. Alright, Otter, go bury your daughter. No empty accessible spot configured to store this. So the warg... We're gonna put animal corpses, but not allow rotten. There we go. Okay, Evie, haul this warg back. I think it's only fair that now we eat it. Would that kind of be like a little... Okay, so if you eat an animal that's eaten a person... Is that like... You know, is that like cannibalism? Or is that... I mean, like, you're not eating the person, but it has eaten a person. According to Metal Gear Solid 3, yes. What's wrong with rotten? It's still substance. It's gonna make you sick. Don't eat rotten food. I like how there's still just a dead person here. We should probably make another grave and bury them. Partial cannibalism. Can you argue that in court? I go to throw away my food and I come back to death. Yeah, we've had a tragic death. Oh, I forgot. Kruma was the first to give subs. Evie is Kruma now. I'm putting Splagoon on the list too. Link. I'm Googling it. Is it cannibalism if you eat an animal that has eaten a person? Not considered cannibalism. The court has deemed it not cannibalism. In the context of cannibalism, it is not considered cannibalism to eat an animal that has eaten a human. That is because the animal is not consumed the human flesh itself, but rather the nutrients from said human. Therefore, the act of consuming the animal is not directly related to the consumption of human flesh. Not cannibalism. But like we're still indirectly eating a person, which is crazy. It's like, how fresh is this, you know, the warg that ate Otter's daughter? Maybe I'll even survive. I hope you do. Yeah, the article didn't say anything about like how much it needs to be digested. In fact, it was the way it was talking was like if an animal had eaten a person quite a while ago. Is everyone in chat viable to be a character slash animal? Everyone in chat is. Some chatters around here are in fact animals. Okay, so we've buried Yoki. That's sad. Yoki was a good colonist. We should probably actually hold a funeral. Let's do it. Let's have a funeral. Speaker, why is it like this? Let's have Otter say something. Actually, no. Let's have Locke say something. This was their mother. Oh my god, beautiful. The light of whatever this world's god is shining upon this grave. It doesn't sound like they're speaking through like an old-timey radio. Who's this turkey? Kron here is attending the funeral as well. Okay, would it be rude if I then proceeded to hunt this turkey and like eat it? In remembrance of Super Yoki, of course. Who writes these articles? It was me. I write the articles. I'm a cannibalism philosopher. Who better than like a hamster girl? Hear me out. There's a funeral option to pick from the ideologies that wants to turn corpses into rum. Trust. I believe you, because RimWorld's got like a lot of... There's a lot you can do, and most of it is fricked up. Good funeral. Okay, well, it's gonna make them feel a little better, I guess. Okay, a little better. Greedy for impressive bedroom? Really? You're greedy at a time like this? Man, oh man. I'm just gonna cancel these shelves. There's no way we're ever gonna be able to build them. Really, guys? Really? Your daughter died, you just went to her funeral? Come on, have some respect. What am I gonna do with these colonists? Just like the adults talking from Peanuts, you're right. It did kind of sound like wah 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 wah. Life goes on. Anyway, go finish butchering that. There we go. How are these trees coming along? Poplars grow like fairly quickly. I believe it was like full growth in something like 16 days. Oh, that's a lot of RimWorld time. But I suppose for trees we just have to be patient. Krumo is able to research. We maybe should finish researching go juice before like Krumo passes out from lack of go juice. Although I don't even know how it's made. I don't know how we're gonna like make it. Hopefully by then we'll have the materials to finish building like this tailoring bench and stuff. In fact, I'm just gonna cancel this. We don't have the steel for it. We could build one out of wood if we like get enough wood. There's a poplar tree here. Borders chop wood. There's a couple of trees. It's just sleeping there begging to be eaten. The turkey showed such respect, you'd kill it? I mean, we gotta eat. Never mind that we have actually plenty of food. You're spared for now. Be nice to build some torches. I don't think we have enough steel to be able to build lamps. If we end up by getting enough wood, I could replace like the butchering table with a wood one, the steel table with a wood one, just like make wood stuff. And then repurpose that steel so that we can actually use it to make lamps. Because we got plenty of batteries now. Oh great, the pill gang is back. They sent a, like, huge-eared horse over here. All they have is a club. I believe all of my colonists are armed now. Actually, luck only seems to be holding a knife. Okay, how about you equip the machine pistol? They're not gonna raid for a while. I hope they get eaten. I hope that squirrel eats them. I hope a warg attacks them. There's a dead turkey over here. Oh no, Splatoon, no! Alright. They're beginning the attack. This will be a great weight event, I believe. All colonists on deck. Here they come. Whatever, go my man hunting squirrel. We do not even care. Like, prepare another grave, that's how confident I am. It's only one person with a club, and we have 3 guns. 3 people with 3 guns. Nice. Headshot! Ooh! They're still going. Boom! Dead. Wait, they lived. Traits gay. Let's go. Shooting. Oh, they have good shooting and construction, but they refuse to mine, cook, do plants. They're pretty good at crafting, like, it wouldn't be terrible. I wonder if I should try to convert them. They're incapable of, like, a lot of things, though. And they're a waster. That means they have, like, a genetic dependency on, like, drugs, right? Oysters are aggressive, immune to toxic pollution, almost impervious to disease, and can ingest as much psychite as and wake-up drugs as they wished with no ill effects. Their toxin-adapted metabolism means they must consume some form of psychite, usually flake or yayo. Well, we are researching drug production. And chat said that, like, psychite is just like coffee. And I felt some sort of kinship with that because I do drink coffee. Yayo set sail for the One Piece. Yayo. Guess we could have a little, like, psychite field here. Psychoid. This tree field I might just expand a little. Need more trees. Alright. Did we save them? Last prisoner I tried to save went crazy and almost killed one of my colonists. Yeah, maybe they're not worth it. Maybe we just let them bleed out. They did get shot in the head, so... Nah, they're another hassle. Gonna need more drugs. True. They're gonna need drugs. And, like... We can't enable this. Then we're, like... We're enabling it. That isn't good. This time will surely be different. I'm gonna let them bleed out. Yeah, I'm letting them bleed out. I'm gonna watch them bleed out. Almost.
They had too much blood anyway.
That's right. And Ariets, welcome back to the crew. Thank you so much for 22 months. Thank you. Welcome back. And dead. Anyway, let's bury him. We should probably bury also this body. Trumo's having like a minor break risk. We almost have another room built. Almost. I would love to put down floors. Concrete, steel. We maybe could get away with doing some sandstone flooring, but again, we gotta like break down these chunks so we can have actual building materials. Carpet making. Wow, weave beautiful carpets from cloth. Maybe we could sell them for money. It might be smithing. Build smithies for crafting metal weapons like knives, gladii, and maces. Work metal into clean, beautiful floor tiles. Maybe not, but maybe it's something related. Like I see machining there. Gunsmithing. Smoke pop packs. Carpets, what is this, the Ritz? Yeah, you get your dirt floors and you like it. You get your cold, damp dirt floors and you're lucky if it's like ancient concrete. Do they have usable organs? Not anymore. We did just let them die. Oh man, our batteries are full. How's the field coming? You know, maybe this is too much rice. Just available. Akuja is approaching with a child in tow. They claim to have escaped an organ harvesting operation. Akuja begs you for permission to stay shipwrecked for 8 days. They can rest. They offer to work and fight for free during that time. Okay, yeah. They're gonna fight and work. We'll take on some refugees. Usually they just want to like show up and get fed. This child has a knife. Let's see. Oh, they're a doctor. They can do some medicaling and some planting. Actually, it'd be great to have somebody else who can help with planting while they're here. Definitely #1 doctoring. This kid probably shouldn't be touching anything. I guess they can help haul. Everybody can help clean. And let's have them also up their priority with growing. They can really help me with growing and plant cutting. That kid has leadership potential, you think so? This kid, I think, has a beard. Like, it's hard to see, but like, if you look closely at the portrait, doesn't it look like this kid has a mustache? They're 11 years old. They should not have a mustache. Sanguine. Hoover is just naturally upbeat about his situation pretty much all the time, no matter what it is. That's good. Excellent. Tortured artist. He also feels alienated and misunderstood and has a constant mood debuff. Never mind. He's both upbeat and like also sad all the time, so quite complicated. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. There's some artistic potential here. Construction. Mustache equals leadership though. I mean, if he can grow a mustache at like 11 years old, that's kind of... He might be onto something. I also read it as torture artist. There's a D on the end. Oh, we're gonna need more beds. Oh, frick. Wait, Bing Bong? Since when you became my prisoner? My prisoner didn't really have a name, I don't think. Am I even trying to recruit them? I was setting them up for release. Because, yeah, we don't really... I mean, they're a fast worker, but yeah. I think they were... No, I thought that they might have been like rivals with somebody else. But they have paralytic abasia, which won't go away for a while. Okay, yeah, we need more beds. We need more beds. So we have a couple of beds in the main room here. It's not really like the best situation, but I guess until we get more wood, we're just gonna stick a bunch more beds down there. Wow, she's freeing her mods. Amazing. Yeah, if they can even get back up. The Art of Torture by The Art of Torture by These Nuts. Oh, they just like got to work immediately. You know, you can lie down and rest. You can sleep. Nice that they're planting some trees. Still got these ones around. Got him. These nuts must be German, huh? Yeah, must be. Is that tree felling I hear? Are we actually going to have some wood? Let's go. Maybe we can build that tailoring bench now so we can start like using the leather we've acquired. We might have to do some more hunting. Oh, we still need steel to be able to make it out of like out of wood. That's unfortunate. I guess what we could do is deconstruct this steel table. And maybe I'm gonna like cancel all this. Deconstruct what I have going on here, and we're just gonna rebuild it out of wood. And we're gonna use that steel, and we're gonna get our tailoring bench. And we're gonna get our clothes untattered. And we're gonna get some nice clothes. So nobody is walking around with like their nuts hanging out anymore. Repurpose all this steel. So I think Otter's gonna go and start dismantling that. Marriage is on. Otter time proposed a lifelong commitment to luck. Wait. Wait. This didn't even click with me. They're related. Otter is marrying his grandchild, I believe. It's just like the bed carving predicted. But instead of Super Yogi Otter's child, it's Otter's grandchild. Crusader King style. I only just realized. Oh no. Oh no. Freaky ass colonists. I'm so sorry. I maybe would have like put a stop to this if I had realized. Fiance, comma, granddaughter, right there. Apparently it's a huge opinion buff if like they're your granddaughter slash fiance slash lover. Apparently, like that, Otter has a really high opinion of them, and vice versa. I didn't do this. They did it on their own. Family tree looking like a loop-de-loop. Oh, how did I not realize sooner? I think it's because I knew Super Yoki was Otter's daughter, and I knew that Lack was Super Yoki's daughter, but it didn't click to me. I didn't draw the line between the two. Oh, brother. Yeah, this is a freaked up colony. Honestly, I didn't even know. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that it happened, but I didn't know that you could do it in RimWorld. I never went out of my way to find out. You're not catching the signals, no. No, even the erotic bed like art didn't even like clue me in. Okay. We got trees on the way. We're gonna have a wedding. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be amazing. They're gonna get married. They're gonna be happy. What if we have a public execution? Gonna have a tailoring bench. Well, our colonists that do have guns can go off and start hunting animals for leather. We're gonna hunt just maybe some of the closer ones. Don't want any, like, you know, man-hunting animals to come after me. Please be a childless marriage. Please just adopt 4 cats and be happy. Or they have a bunch of children that can then help with the colony. Nobody needs to know that they're... Nobody needs to know they're related. Nobody needs to know that they're grandfather and grandchild. Are you snitches? Is my crew a bunch of snitches? Who's on hunting duty? Locke's not very good at it. I guess we can lower cooking priority. Freaky ass colony man, sure you're blaming me? It just happened naturally, okay? To be honest, I've been concerned with other things other than what my colonists are getting up to when it comes to familial relations and romantic ones. Maybe I should have been more watchful, but like, I'm just trying to survive. The child is just... This mustache child is just following everybody around. Survivor girls make do. Keep Big Chia out of the bedroom. I try not to interfere. Unless it comes to their survival and, you know, every bit of their life when I actually do interfere and tell them what to do. Maybe we don't want psychoid here. Maybe we want... hay grass, so we can make hay floors. And stuff out of hay. Look at all that rice. We're gonna have a full fridge. So when do they get married? Do I have to initiate it, or can I just continue to ignore it? Keep the cuck chair open to give room for God. Yeah, hopefully somebody's gonna come into the colony that is gonna break this relationship apart. Like, maybe... You know, why didn't Otter and Krumel get married? Psychic Sooth male. Every male colonist smiles with contentment. Well, that's good. Nice little Psychic Sooth. It's annoyingly random. I've had people be engaged for so long when I really wanted the mood buff. I don't think we like really we could use the mood buff, but like it's not like dire need right now. Oh yeah, why aren't they putting animal corpses in here? Preferred priority. Put the corpse in the fridge. And we'll chop it up later. Oh yeah, I removed the table, so we should probably put down like an actual table here. Make it out of wood. Tree planting it's time consuming. It takes them a long time just to plant one tree. Still got some wood there. Is there wood growing anywhere else? It's more likely to form a deeply toxic love triangle. I am just gonna let them do what they do, and I'm not going to. I look away. I do not see. How are my chickens doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna build them a pasture, but then we never got wood. I don't think the female chicken can lay eggs while she's like hitched to a caravan spot. What if I let them wander a bit? Yeah, she shot out an egg. Okay, the strat. Then we hook them back up to the caravan until she's ready to shoot out another one. She's got a shy cloaca. Why would you say that about my chicken, and why did I read that? Why did I look at that? Why did I... Don't say that. Alright, let's get the chickens back on the spot. Now that's a new sentence. Yeah. What a sentence. I learned a new word today. Fibonacci, rhombus, pyramid, or cloaca. Which one? And actually, it's called a vent on a chicken. As long as they are fed, they should pop out an egg every day. She hasn't been popping eggs out. I think it's something to do with being hitched to a caravan spot. Prevents them from shooting eggs out. I learned a chicken fact today! Yeah, chicken fact! On a chicken, it's called a vent. Sus. Cloaca, yeah. Yeah, birds have that. It's just like a one-purpose orifice that does it all. It's like if your pee and poo hole were all the same, you know? If anything, it's like a little more streamlined. Why do chicken holes get special vocabulary? Because they're different. They don't have, like, urethra and ani. They got a cloacae. Seems very unsanitary. I mean, it's working out for the birds. I'm not advocating, I'm just saying it seems more, like a little more streamlined. Like if you ask me, we got too much going on. Turn me into an amoeba, I'll be happy. Is there any special hamster vocab? No, but I do have a fun hamster fact for you. Did you know that hamsters have the largest testicle to body ratio of the whole mammalian kingdom? Maybe even the whole animal kingdom. I don't really know if other animals have testicles. Hamsters have big balls. Having had male hamsters, they do have monster balls. Truth. They're big enough to like use as pillows. Do you ever see a hamster use them as pillows? You can be an amoeba. I'd like to be a tardigrade. They seem super chill. Yeah, tardigrades do seem awesome. Mind blown. You didn't like that fact? I think I got a couple more. From the videos I've been exposed to, I can unfortunately confirm. I had hamsters growing up, I can confirm as well. They just like drag on the ground. It's crazy. Like that it must hurt like a little, right? I don't know, I don't have massive gonads, I guess. Maybe we should hold this inside so it doesn't deteriorate. It should still hatch outside, I think. Oh yeah, that's a fun one. Hamsters have an incredibly high alcohol tolerance. They can drink like 10 times as much as humans relative to their size before showing signs of drunkenness. They can also, yeah, they just process alcohol really quickly. I think one of my favorite genres of videos is like drunken animals. Animals who have eaten fermented fruits that don't have very high alcohol tolerances, like drunken squirrels and stuff. Those are always really funny. I remember seeing one where a squirrel was just like flat on its stomach on a tree branch, just unable, it was just couched, unable to move because it had eaten too much fermented fruit. All partied out. You think if a hawk were to swoop down and like devour that squirrel, it too would become intoxicated? I doubt that birds have a high alcohol tolerance, but maybe they do. Maybe they eat berries more often and have developed more of an alcohol tolerance. Oh, I could just having some heat stroke. Probably like rest. 31 degrees Celsius, it's pretty hot. Who's our doctor again? I'm just gonna set her on bed rest. Number 1 on patient and just rest. Should be much cooler inside. Yeah, it is. Oh no, ew. We're gonna have our first, like, baby colonist. And it's gonna be from these two. Who's drawing, like, satanic symbols by the batteries? Are we haunted? Oh no, says the chicken. Best available, Royal Ascent. Leader of the Shattered Empire will perform a customary visit with the Archon of his domain upon request. Invite him. Satisfy his royal needs for 12 days. Ah, yes. Good thing we didn't alienate the Shattered Empire, I suppose. As the child, they do floor drawings as part of their learning. Why is the floor drawing so freaked up? That wasn't a drawing. That was like... It was a threat. That was like satanic imagery. Where are they? Oh, they're sleeping. Thank goodness. This mustache child should be like getting a job now. Thank you for paying your tithe. Hi, Snag. We're discussing... Actually, never mind what we were discussing. Ahoy! Don't worry about it, actually. Hospitality for a drifter. Nicole Gentry, leader of Mayum, is requesting a favor. Her friend, Evisivine Voltaria, is infested. Oh, interested in learning about other cultures. Not infested. Okay. Whew. She wants you to host her at Shipwrecked for 5 days. They won't do any work. They appreciate quality accommodation. Okay, alright. Ooh, we could get some Glitterworld medicine for this. Or some mind numb serum. A syringe of clear viscous fluid injected near the brainstem. It deadens the mind, rendering the user unable to feel the highs and lows of human emotion. This temporarily prevents them from having mental breaks and inspirations. 5 days isn't long. 5 days of us feeding them and like letting them sleep on the floor. We found it. Yeah, it's a cure for depression. Oh, it is depression. I guess you could look at it that way too. Better World medicine is really good though, but usually mental breaks can be the death of a colony. Pods have arrived. Here they are. Trommel, can you take one for the team and like sleep on the floor? Trommel's already not feeling very good. How about... I'm sorry, I know you just got here, but... This is Ivisivine's bed. They land and they, like, instead of learning about our culture, they immediately start playing horseshoes. Anyway, we got plenty of food, so I'm not worried about feeding them. Yeah, this is your dirt patch hovel. It's got a vent. We could, like, put something nice in there. I don't know, maybe like a flower pot? We could put a flower pot in there just to kind of zhuzh it up. I need a place to drag these chunks. I'm just gonna drag them out here. Oh, did I see a caravan? Exciting. throw these chunks out of here. Maybe they'll have some materials we could use. Let's just say Chia did a bit of Crusader Kings by accident. Yeah, by complete accident. A granddaughter is marrying her grandfather. By complete accident. And this all happened after her mother died slash this guy's granddaughter died. Oh, fun. Incest. Well, fun might not be the right word to use there. Let's just say in this colony, you know, we keep it close. Yeah, it was a warm family moment. It was supposed to be beautiful. We would be celebrating it. We're just wandering. Oh, they love seeing the children. These trees, can these trees grow faster? Please. We need wood. Rumo's on a food binge. I guess that, you know, that's fine. We've got a lot of it. I'm going to up Otter's cooking, though. Actually, Rumo's supposed to be the cook. How many meals do we have? Oh, we got plenty of meals. Eat away. Eat away. I'm so mad. I'm gonna eat 6 cups of rice. I'm gonna go into the field and I'm just gonna devour the raw rice. Yeah, well, we have, like, no trees on this island. Didn't really have much of a choice. Country colonists gotta make do, whether it be growing your own trees or marrying your family members. What the? This deer went crazy and started mauling this child. Okay, who's got the guns? Otter, Block, and Krumel. Krumel seems to be done their mental break. Alright, everybody, form up. We only go gay for growing trees in this ship. I thought we always went gay. Always. I'm very confused, chat room. Okay, the deer is inside. Run, child, run! Don't shoot the child! Please! Oh, thank God. Okay. He's fleeing. No, no, go rest. Krumel, I'm turning your bed into a medical bed. Hoover, you gotta go rest. I think Locke was our doctor. This season's summer slasher blockbuster deer season. Horrifying. Okay, 10 to them. They were mauled pretty bad by that deer. But you know, sometimes your food comes to you, which is nice. Oh boy. Their middle finger was completely destroyed by that deer. The hunt is on. Why do they still do this with movie trailers when it's like a completely inappropriate song to like be broken up with like horns and wahs, but they still do it? I've always wondered why they do that. It's only like the big blockbusters that do it, not like smaller films usually. Imagine Dragons in my horror movie trailer, like oh, the misery, and then it echoes and there's a pa 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 pa. Every single person is my enemy. Pa 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 pa. You can imagine it, right? Oh, there's a bulk trader here. That's awesome. Hopefully they're gonna have some stuff for us. Movie trailers are their own studio. They're just all like the same. I swear they're just putting files in like a template at this point. It's crazy. This island really is a little slice of Iowa. Don't say that about this place. It's only one couple, okay? Only one couple's related. Crystal clear. I sad singer-songwriter covers of pop songs in movie trailers. You sad when that happened? Tragic. I sad too. Yeah, it definitely does feel like the start of a horror movie. But also... Okay, what about... I'm trying to think of a really popular pop song right now that would be inappropriate for a movie trailer. Oh, I got it. Pink Pony Club. Whoa. Ba 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 ba. I wanna keep on dancing. Ba 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 ba. No. That one's a little harder to imagine, I think. Man, I accidentally the word. It's okay. I accidentally words all the time verbally. I'm not one. I'm not gonna make fun of you for doing a typo in the chat. I will read it out though. Can't wait for the Pink Pony Club sad version to turn up in the trailer for a mob film in 10 years. Yes! That's horrible. I love it. Let's see what they have. Pink Pony Club. Echo. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Echo. I wanna keep on... And it's just all the characters, all the main characters, like, picking stuff up, putting stuff down, jump cut, jump cut. One person looking really sad. Get me on movie trailers, I'll do it. Krumel cannot talk properly because of poor health. That's like all my colonists. Alright, Krumel, stop talking. You're making fools out of us. How about you, Otter? And then the latter half of the trailer picks up tempo and shows all the cameos. Yeah! And then we explain the whole entire plot in the trailer too. Dude, you're nailing it. Thank you. Throw a torture of some guy in the middle. Pink Pony Club. Echo, echo, echo. Some guy's just getting his like fingernails ripped off. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. The guy pulls a tooth out of his mouth and he screams, I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. And then like they like rip his testicles off and you get the and it just echoes off. Anyway, what do they have here? They got a yak. It might be nice to, you know, get some milk in the colony. Don't look at how much silver I have. I know our colony is demonic. You're practically a movie trailer exec. Like, I would do it ironically, but I think that the like bigwigs would really love the ideas I'd put out there. Are you describing the mouth-washing trailer? Oh, I never watched the mouth-washing trailer. Did they torture him? Did they torture poor Curly? Poor Curly. And they show the movie title and then a random comedy line that makes sense to only 3 viewers. Yeah, so like after the guy gets his like ball hairs ripped out and you get the it like jump cuts to like an office setting where like there's people gathered around a water cooler. You see the guy that was being tortured there and he's like talking to this cutie and he goes like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Pa 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 pa. And then title card. And that's what the movie's called. It's called 5 o'clock somewhere. Because every 5 o'clock is when they like do the torturing. Oscar, here we go. Speaking of movies, what do you think about the new War of the Worlds? I haven't seen it. I should. They made it for me. I'm sure of it, but I heard it's like really bad in a baffling way. In a way that is fun to watch, because you're like, why did they do this? They like reuse footage. It's just like a very famous guy. Is he a singer? I don't know what he does. I just know he's like a celebrity at his computer, like emoting like it's a react YouTube video the entire time. It's Ice Cube, right? I think it's Ice Cube. A musician. Celebrity. Yeah, the rapper Ice Cube. Okay, yeah, so it's just Ice Cube at his computer emoting to the world being like taken over. Also, he's got like super stalking powers. He's just able to like access every cam in the United States just to solely stalk his family. And Facebook is involved somehow. That's all I know about it. I should really watch it though. It looks so bad, it's fun. Chia, how do I talk to goth girls? You just do. Just do it. Just talk to them. Well, make sure you're in the right setting. Don't like follow somebody like 2 steps behind in a nighttime setting. Don't talk to people at the bus stop either, I'd say. But like if you're in like a bookstore and you see a cute goth girl, you can be like, you know, look at what she's got in her hands, be like, oh, I have read that. If you're a reader, I don't know, strike up a convo. I don't talk to people. Who am I to give advice? I don't talk to anyone. I barely go outside, and when I do, it's in the woods. I've been told to try the apps. One of my best friends right now, she's having a child, by the way. She married the guy she met on Tinder. So like, yeah, she found the love of her life on Tinder. It's possible. Now they're having a child. I bet they show the painkiller scenes. Yeah, they do. We're just gonna spoil the whole thing. I heard it has so much Amazon product placement. Oh yeah, like they're like Amazon drones and stuff. Like I got an Amazon drone this right away before the aliens kill me or whatever. Can we Discord watch along the movie sometime? I really want to see it. Yeah, sure. I don't think it's very long. Yeah, sure. We'll do a Discord watch along for that. There are way too many zoom-ins and cuts for it being a Blair Witch-like. Yeah. Yeah, at least in, like, you know, the Blair Witch Project, it kept the scenes going for a long time. Like, it actually felt like found footage. I remember believing it was real when I was like a youngin'. It seemed very real. But I hate having my picture taken. Yeah, me too. I get that. I think it's good to, like, it's good, just, like, ask people in your life to take pictures of you. I always smile when it's, like, somebody else taking the picture. Like, I have a nice smile when it's somebody I like taking the photo. If I'm trying to take a selfie myself, it looks horrible and I hate it. That's the strat. Former coworker of mine found his wife by commenting on her YouTube video. It's crazy how people meet. Yeah, sometimes it is just insane how people meet nowadays. Because we're all so connected. Wait, the Blair Witch isn't real? Found footage, Chia Streambot. This is not found footage. There's nothing sussy going on in the slightest. Okay, we're rimworlding right now. We're rimming, okay? We're rimming. They've got, like, a lot of meats. We don't need any. Do they have any go juice? Nutramine, a synthetic precursor chemical. While it is useless on its own, many drugs require nutramine as an ingredient. Should I buy that then? If we're gonna make our own go juice? Oh, they have steel. They've got a bit of steel. I'm gonna need more components at some point. They've got beer. Beer. Oh, a shelf. One singular shelf that we could put our stuff on. Okay. So we're gonna have to sell them some stuff. Last situationship I was in was with a mod of a Marvel Rivals streamer. You shoulda... That sounds like a trillion red flags and I don't even know where to begin pointing them out. Situationship. Mod. Marvel Rivals streamer. There's just red flag after red flag there. Don't worry, I ended it. You're right, I was very worried for you. She wanted to fly out to meet me. That's a huge undertaking. And an expensive one. Almost as bad as dating a VTuber mod, am I right, fellas? Yes, by the way, my mod is single. I don't actually know. I don't make them fill out a form that tells me their, like, marital statuses and stuff. Usually you find people when you're not even looking for them. Exactly. Live your life. And, you know, keep an open mind. That's all you can do. We could sell this leather. That could maybe get us a bit more money. Or what about these pants we're not wearing? Oh wait, I was selling them my components. Okay, this evens out. Buy some steel from them. Maybe I do buy the nutramine. We'll just store it until we can start making chemicals. Good for you, standing up for yourself. Alright, wrap up the goth girls combo. It's time for rim jobs. No, why did I read that? This game is a job. Alright. And I didn't end up by buying the yak. We're fine on food. They did leave us a shelf, though, that we can install. Let's put it... Put it here. Yeah, here. Don't clip that! They're gonna think I'm weird. They're gonna like, there's gonna be like new people sometimes and they're gonna just see that stuff and they're gonna go, that's weird, she's weird. We gotta do the red flag strat where like they don't find out I'm weird until like I'm already flying out on a plane to meet them. This donkey's so loud. Alright, I'm glad Krimel's done his food binge. Why did you read it? And why did Automod let it through? Many questions. Automods things I want to read and then lets through things that nobody should ever have to look at, I think. You're just gonna like cancel that. Install it down here. Nice. She the type to buy an airplane ticket the day she sees a new chatter? Oh yeah. Like, as soon as you join, I have your IP address immediately. And I'm flying out there tomorrow. She's weird, my kind of streamer. I guess it's good to get the vibes fast. Yeah, the chickens don't shoot out eggs unless they're like... Watch this. This chicken's about to lay an egg. See? Laid an egg and fell over. Oh, it's true. It's true. Automod catches just a woman and lets through like people talking about deplorable things. There's nothing wrong with it. There is a time and place, and I don't think a Twitch chat is the time or the place. I'm immune to Automod. You want to find out? She's scared because she probably doesn't even need a car to find me. I'm scared? You should be scared. Lagoon called it heinous. I just said deplorable. Aren't they like synonyms? Also, I concur. Deplorable is okay. Heinous, though, that's a step too far. This is a Twitch chat. I'm Ace. I don't want to hear it. Yucky. Time or place. As in your own place and on your own time. I don't need to hear or want to hear about it. Wait, Chia, can hamsters drive cars now? What do you mean now? They always could. Just need a long stick and a brick. Also, I do have a license. If that puts your mind at ease at all. Chia, you don't want to come to England. I've been to England! Also, I come from a part of Canada that is also, like, damp all the time and grey all the time. No shot of vtuber has a license. That's so rare. Is it rare? I was kind of forced to get my license. It's like, I live in the middle of nowhere, and if I wanted to go anywhere, like, there's no public transportation. And I couldn't keep asking my parents all the time. A group of pigskins from Mo-Pig Coalition have arrived nearby. They will prepare for a while, then attack. Prepare a defense or attack them preemptively. Oh, it's just one guy called Swell? That's pretty swell. Single axle, single wheel hamster ball vehicle. If it passes road inspection though, that's like all it needs. One wheel be damned. So one guy called Swell, and he was attacking from over here. Alright, everybody squad up. Always been more of a cat household historically. I had a tuxedo called Phoebe who liked to drool on things. That's so cute. It's rare these days in general. I've met so many women who don't drive. I think that might be a younger folks thing. Like, maybe it's not pushed upon people as much when they're teenagers as it was when I was a teenager. Like, I'm in my 30s. So we, like, me and other VTubers could have grown up in different eras. Unless they're hags. Oh, they were like my age, maybe a bit younger. I knew it? Oh no. So they were like in their 30s. Frick! Well, maybe it's like you know, depends on where you are. Imagine taking a giant hamster ball down the motorway. Like those giant human hamster balls, have you seen those? They created like human soccer with those giant human hamster balls. You get in and you like get tossed around. Oh god, we got heat stroke, we got a solar flare. When are they gonna start attacking? It's hot outside. It's 43 degrees. Can you hurry it up? They've got one gun. At least we're gonna add another gun to our repertoire if we take them down. Oh, they're beginning the assault. Here they cometh. Dodging all my bullets. The Three Stooges over here. Nobody can hit. Oh, there we go. Big skins are tough though. Oh, Otter took a headshot. Otter, maybe... I don't know if I should move you, maybe. Oh, it's okay. Just a little gunshot to the head. Our colonists have survived worse, I'm sure. Okay, alright. Let's strip them. Grab this gun. Another gun for the colony. Let's go. I think it depends on where you live too. I grew up in London, so it wasn't that important. Yeah, London has much better public transportation than most places. You've got the tube. I love the tube. It's there like every 3 minutes. The tube is nice. You don't need a license, I don't think, if you've got like the tube. I wouldn't have a license if I lived in a place with better public transportation. I kind of had a tough time getting my license. Like, I did pass the driver's test the first go around, but like it was a huge like mental hurdle, I think, for me to get over. They really get you driving when you're quite young. And I was just like really scared. Right between the eyes. RimWorld aim is like XCOM aim. You miss and they shoot and get headshots. Yep. At least it's not too bad. It's treatable. Nothing vital was hit. Exactly. Nothing vital was hit. Oh, Hoover has fully healed. Nice. Okay, so this we should probably haul inside. Go haul this stuff, child. You too, Krumo. You know what? I forgot to give them their recreation time. There we go. And Irvine doesn't even, you know what? 100% recreation time. They don't even do any work. I'm a very opinionated chicken when it comes to public transportation. Oh yeah, don't worry, me too. But like as a radical centrist, I can't like express them within my own faith. I think that's normal. I failed the first time too. I didn't fail the first time. I did it the first time. But the guy made sure to give me like a good scare. He was like, I hope you know I barely passed you. I only passed you because I know you're gonna do better. Like, I felt like I don't know. It was scary the way he was talking to me. He was talking as if like it wasn't a if I hit somebody with a vehicle. It was like he was talking it was only a matter of time before I hit somebody with a vehicle. He was talking like that. It was crazy. Anyway, I passed. Where I live now has like a tram system. Oh, trams! Wish more cities had trams. Yeah, cars are really expensive. Like, if you don't have to have one, you probably shouldn't. Unless you like spending money, you know? Wonder if licensed examiners are jerks in other provinces. Yeah, probably. Avi has been having like a time getting her license too. It sounds like, you know, sounds like they can be jerks everywhere. You have them set to anything, they will recreation when they feel like it. Yeah, but I want them to recreate. Like, I need them to get some recreation time before bed. Otherwise, they don't always do it. They're such hard workers. Like, look at this guy. He's out of bed. What is he doing? Go rest. You got shot in the head, Otter. Go lie down. I'm glad I got my license. Mind you, I was peer pressured into it, but without my license, I couldn't do the job I do now. So it worked out. That's nice. Not the peer pressured into it, but the fact it's become useful for you. If I could afford it, I'd get a motorbike for going to non-train places like the Dales. Ah, yes. I think I'd be too scared to ride a motorbike. You just use a regular license for motorcycles, right? I have really bad balance, and I don't know if that plays a part in, like, motorbiking. I have no idea. Am I gonna fall over? Am I gonna turn too sharp and, like, end up on my side? Can you drive a normal bike? No. Oh shit, are they related? It's not looking good for me and my future motorbiking. No motorbiking for me, I suppose. I can't remember honestly how licenses work here. I think like with a basic driver's license you should be able to drive a motorbike. I don't think it takes a special license, but I don't have a motorbike, nor have I ever ridden one. I would have gotten a license at the very least if I could trust myself behind a wheel. Due to medical issues, both current and in my past, I don't even want to risk being behind the wheel. That is very good Samaritan of you. There's a lot of people, I think, that get behind the wheel that probably should not be getting behind the wheel. My former boss went to the hospital because she was actively having a stroke. They actually let her go. They told her to like go home and that she like nothing was happening and she was being dramatic. So she drove home in her big truck while having a stroke and just got into bed. Now that says more about our medical system than it does about like somebody being behind the wheel with a medical condition, because they should have stopped her and treated her. But like, you know, it's scary. There can be people on the road like having strokes, broken out. Frightening on several levels, exactly. It's like, I think about it all the time. And it's like the only hospital in the area, so, you know, kind of scary. Actually, I went there recently because I was gonna get like a blood test, and there was a guy who was like having seizures at the door for emergency, and one of the people at the front, who is, I think they're volunteers, told security to come back with a nurse. Security went off, came back, didn't bring anyone with them, didn't do anything. So this person's just like having a seizure in the emergency room waiting for treatment, and like everyone else is like, are they gonna help him? And so triage calls for the next patient, and they work on a first come first serve basis, and this guy had only just gotten there. So everybody in the emergency room is like, yeah, no, take this guy, don't take us. Like, he's having a medical event, help him. So, you know, it's kind of nice that everybody in the emergency room, you know, banded together to make sure this guy gets treatment, but it shouldn't come to the people in the waiting room, you know, forcing, you know, him through the process. Sorry, dude. Yeah, no, you can't have my spot. I need to get my blood test done. Anyways, Canadian healthcare system. Woo! Yeah. I think some other provinces are probably better than mine, but it is what it is. Just, you know, don't have a medical event. I think I need to up their hauling, because, like, nobody's hauling. Everybody haul. Wait, this person who's doing nothing, can they just haul? I assume they're not going to haul. So yeah, that's one I witnessed like firsthand. And recently too. So I was like glad to see this hospital's reputation has not changed. Why does every Canadian healthcare story end with them not diagnosing anything? It's because they're like, they're overworked, they're so busy. In this case, the local like hospital around me has a reputation for not taking women seriously. And my boss is a woman, so that could have played a role. That's fair. Yours is probably particularly underfunded. Yeah, that too. And we have a lot of people who get trained in this province and then leave for greener pastures. Because it's not great to be a nurse here. It's not great to be a doctor here. You get overworked. I don't think it pays as well as other provinces. Like, the people who are here are seriously just doing it for the community. I feel you. My closest hospital is like the worst in my region, so I'd rather die than be treated there. That's me right now. They wanted to cut my grandma's finger off when she got bit by a dog. And in a different hospital, they just treated it normally and she still has a finger. They wanted to what? They wanted to cut it off? Whoa, I was bit by a cat recently. I would be like... They wanted to cut my foot off? I can't... Why did they want to do that? That's crazy. That's baffling. It's like if the dog had rabies, there's vaccines for that. You know? And it doesn't sound like your grandma's finger was mangled beyond repair because, you know, she still has it. And I assume with full motor function too. Didn't expect your health crisis 16 hours in advance. Simply killeth you. Yeah, the brain drain. Has your boss just tried being a man? Oh, she should have thought of that. I should have told her that. When I had to go to the hospital in July for kidney damage, the ambulance people were so nice. I was so dehydrated I could barely walk, and they stayed with me till I got triaged. That is really nice. Yeah, ambulance workers are like... They're a little separate from a hospital system. Like, they work in tandem with the hospital system, but they are also notoriously underpaid. Oh, thank goodness Otter is healed. I think Ervipsivine is restricted to the home. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, they're gonna continue to be useless, and that's fine. They'll be going home soon enough. I used to work at a regional major trauma center. The shit you see in places that can't close. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't like remotely close. I used to be a lifeguard. We would be trained by actual like EMS professionals and stuff. The stories that they had. They like haunt me, those stories. I think about them sometimes. Healthcare workers have seen some shit. Poor Hakuchek just keeps getting heat stroke. I'm gonna send her to rest. Or maybe just, you know, tell her to take the day off. Maybe go play some horseshoes. No? Doesn't... Okay, that's fine. RimWorld doctors IRL. Yeah, don't want to cut her finger off? No, I wouldn't want to cut somebody's finger off if given the chance. No! Unless I'm trying to send them a message. Alright, I'm gonna up Rumo's cooking. Because we need to get this cooking done. We also gotta get this research done. Gonna up Otter's cooking too. The fridge is full, I think, is what's happening and why they're not hulling the rice. Unless you have something acute and specific, doctors don't take anyone seriously. It's so hit or miss. It really depends on the medical care system, where you are in the world, what state, what province, what locale. Don't worry, it's not just fellas that get told to take a painkiller and call us if it gets worse. That's how the medical systems operate, like, everywhere. You're a Monster Hunter player? I do play Monster Hunter! I saw there was a Final Fantasy update. They added Omega as a monster. My GP doctor in Germany always tries to sell me homeopathic bullshit every time I'm there. That's crazy. I've never had a doctor do that. Oh, the hospital nurses were all lovely too. I got hooked up to saline IVs and they kept giving me tea. That's so nice. Yeah, there's no point in taking out like your ire at the medical care system on the workers who are just subject to it. I've only had good experiences with like the nurses themselves, but when it comes to like treatment though, that's a whole other matter. You can draft her. Perhaps I will draft her. The rest. Hoover seems like he's about to snap. Everyone else is just on minor break. It's just too dang hot, I think. Can't wait to get these trees grown. They're getting there though. They're gonna be so full of wood, and we're gonna be able to do our building projects. We got way too much rice. I'm gonna turn half the field into fiber corn so we can get some faster wood, even if it's like not as much. We're gonna shrink it. You can't exactly boycott a healthcare facility. No, you cannot. Yeah, the field only really needs to be like half the size. Alright, new field, new zone. I walked in on brain surgery once. Oh my goodness. Like you just strolled in there. My friend, who is a biomedical engineer, has seen brain surgery, but that was pre-planned. That was part of her schooling, and she said that she wanted to throw up. Okay, we're gonna get that going. Can't believe so many healthcare workers are still working in the sector after Corona. I would have just rage quit halfway through the pandemic. Yeah, well, like, somebody's gotta do it. A lot of these people are, like, altruistic. They do want to help people. Just have to tell the doctors you're dying, basically. Yeah, but even then... Like, you know... I was telling you about my local hospital where they sent my boss back who was having a stroke actively. Oh, they didn't let that guy in who... they didn't get help for the guy who was having a seizure right away until everyone in the waiting room was like, get him in there! And my mom has a story from that hospital. Her friend went with his father who was having a heart attack, and he was in there in the waiting room, like, screaming at every worker he could, my father's having a heart attack, help him. And nobody was helping him. He was like, he felt like he was screaming at like walls. Meanwhile, his father is like dying. They almost didn't get to him in time. They told him, they wanted him to go through like the whole triage, like, what do you call it? They wanted him to go through that, so that's where you like sign in, you go to the waiting room, they call your name, you go, you tell them what's wrong, they make you go back to the waiting room, and then that's where you wait for care. They wanted this man who was having a heart attack to go through the whole like triage instead of like helping him. But if he did that, he would have died, so... Crazy. Anyway, don't get sick in Canada unless you got health insurance and you're like near a good hospital. Don't get sick, I guess. I once waited for 15 hours just to get told I had a tummy ache. Because they only had one person doing ultrasounds. It was crazy. It's just a brain. Everyone needs one. True. We should open me up and see if see if we can find one. If I just accidentally walked in on brain surgery and everyone was looking at me, I'd point at the brain and ask, "You gonna eat that?" And the doctor goes, "Yes, actually," and just pulls out a chunk and starts eating it. It just keeps escalating like that. Also, Ham Hoy, hello, hi, hello, hi. I made my mom wait 16 hours with me as a kid because I didn't want to go to school and really needed to fart. We need like fart doctors. We need doctors that are dedicated just for like tummy issues who can tell you like, yeah, you've got like stomach upset. You don't have to wait 16 hours because you gotta fart real bad. You're giving me an irrational fear that next time I go to Canada, I'll sneeze and die. Well, you're American, so like, if you got money, I think you'll be fine. You can like pay for your healthcare. I think we do have some privatized healthcare. I don't know how it works for like people from other countries. I think it works similarly though. I think you also have to go through our terrible system. Have to appreciate the dedication of the bit that the doctor did that. Yeah. Crazy dedication. Paperwork is important. Not when you're having a freaking heart attack, my dude. Not an emergency medical event like that. I was looking for an anesthetist. It told they're in theater 28. Go in, open brain surgery. Oh, brother. I kind of figured that's how it happened. They told you to go to a certain room and you just walk in like it's a sitcom. What up? It's brain surgery. Any fart doctors in chat? Yeah, any fart doctors in chat? Can you help me with my tummy ache? I know I should stop drinking dairy, but like it's so tantalizing. If you want a good tummy ache doctor, you want Morabito. I don't know what that means. Don't come, we are full disease. Nurgle represent. Let's go. I love Warhammer 40,000. That's why I call it that. I storm into the ER and yell, I'll give $50 to whoever treats me. And then, like, if you're in Canada, they're gonna ask you American or Canadian. And then you say Euro, and then they're immediately gonna, like... Every doctor in the vicinity is gonna grab it out of your hand. Fart doctor checking in. Yes, doctor. So I seem to be farting. Imagine being there with a cut off limb and they just hand you papers to fill out, right? You go in because, like, there was a horrible accident, Tin Man style. You accidentally chopped off all your limbs. You're like, 'tis but a flesh wound. And the receptionist is there like, hey, can you fill out this paperwork? It's important. No, please, it's important. I know you don't have arms. I know you're bleeding out right now, but, like, we gotta get you in the system. What's wrong, Krumo? Oh, it's his lack of go juice. Krumo's gonna go crazy. Honestly, you should probably just be researching. I can't force him to research, though. I'm gonna make it so he doesn't haul. Only one who doesn't haul, and then he's gonna go research. He's a doctor, Professor Antonino Morabito, short bowel surgeon. I'm sorry, I don't know any doctors by name, unless it's like my family doctor. Is this guy on Grey's Anatomy? I've never watched it. I would die before I surrender my VTuber merch. Based. That's awesome, streamer. Carry on. Thank you, thank you. Dr. Disrespect, hello. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. Or like Dr. disrespecting his wife. Or like Dr. disrespecting Twitch rules. And perhaps even legal laws. Got him. I think. Again, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. I saw YouTube had him on the front page the other day. What a world. Oh, he just changed platforms, didn't he? It just goes to show not everything is forever on the internet. I remember like it was Twitch administration came right out and they never say ban reasons. They never say it. But they said why he got banned publicly. And I'm not surprised he's on YouTube. No, don't bong me! The Chia Doctor disrespect beef is wild. There's no beef because, like, I would be lowering myself to beef with somebody like that. That'd be beefing a step down. I only punch up. Or is that too much disrespect? That is crazy though. Like, you watch VTubers, right, chat room? Right? You probably heard news from the VTuber space every so often, even if you live under a rock. You might think of one major VTuber drama, and then you can think about how that VTuber is probably still doing what they're doing and making a frick ton of money doing it. Who's asking? The feds. Today I learned of so many horrible people who did horrible things, and people still defend some of them. They defend them, they continue to support them. It's a little sad when you're like, when you're just like a little guy like me, just a streamer doing their own thing, hasn't hurt anyone. You know, the state of the internet and all that. Kind of sad to see. I don't watch VTubers now. Oh, okay, carry on. Yeah, lots. If I see victim blaming, like, I turn that shit off immediately. The Cinder Dr. Disrespect fans in a close Venn diagram. There's gotta be some crossover, right? You think so? You're doing great, Chia. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the people here who are just enjoying my silly little games. My silly little self playing silly little games. Funniest thing about the Cinder stuff to me is the outrage over her having a boyfriend. Like, of course she does. Well, it's like everyone's focusing on like the wrong thing here. It's crazy. Like, I remember, do you remember the Pro Jared stuff? Like, his peanuts was circulating the internet. People were like focusing on how like there was infidelity in his relationship. Meanwhile, they weren't focusing about how he was sending his cock to his fans. It's like you're focusing on the wrong thing. It's like, okay, maybe it's shocking for some people that she has a boyfriend manager. But like, also, she did a bunch of horrible things, like actually horrible things, and that's not one of them. It's just like, that's not the thing we should be fixating on, I don't think. I think the priorities are a little wonky there. A VTuber could murder her boyfriend and everyone would hyperfixate on the boyfriend part. Exactly. It does feel like in the VTuber space, the B word is the thing that people fixate on the most. Like, a VTuber could straight up, like, kill 13 people, be on the news, and then it turns out that they're also married, and people are gonna fixate on that part. They're gonna be like, well, she was married though. That's the worst thing a VTuber could do. Anyway, big respect to people who are like open about it. Wasn't there Fauna who became Nimmy Nightmare? She got married recently. Big respect to the people that are public and just, you know, normalizing being a normal person. She did. And one of my friends, she's very open. She's a VTuber. She has a boyfriend. Normalize being normal. She beat the femcel VTuber allegations. I mean, as an ace, I don't think I'm gonna beat them very easily, but like, it's fine. It is what it is. Anyway, I just want people to be normal to each other. Big respect to women. Yeah, honestly, I respect women. Big respect to women. I'm a big woman respecter. The refugees are leaving. I'm gonna miss the work that they put in. But, you know, we won't forget what we've done. I'm scared about Krumel though. He's going through it. He needs his go juice. He's gonna go on a rampage and then go into a coma. But I think he's the only one who can do research. The Luck can do some research. I didn't even see people freak out about Nimmy. They were like, oh nice, congrats. I saw a little bit of freak out. But that was... Are you surprised if I said it was on Twitter? You're probably not. But yeah, for the most part, people were like, oh, congrats! And that's what we love to see. The thing is, it's funny that I see that stuff because I open up Twitter once in a blue moon to like post that I'm still alive and then shut it down for the next 3 weeks. But like it pops up on like a feed page every time and then it's just people upset that popular VTuber did a normal thing. And it's like, okay. Anyway, closing the app. Most VTuber viewers always have a little hope that they have a chance with streamer. Why? You don't even know where I live. Not saying the reverse though. Glenblow talks shit about Grumbo VT. I gotta make a video. The Grumbo situation is crazy. Yeah, we're in your walls. I know where you live. I'd be impressed. I'd be astounded. Stash of valuables. I'm in your ceiling. My ceiling fell down at one point while I was streaming. Like a big hole fell down. Telling me that's you? Sorry, I added BL to that sentence somehow. Did you say BL? Why would anyone purposely choose to be with a VTuber? We're all like this, I'm sorry. I missed the whole arc. I don't miss the whole arc. It was exhausting. I was scared that there was gonna be like debris constantly gonna fall on my head for the rest of my days. Yay! We don't know what reward we're gonna get from this, but we completed the quest. Bring back the roof hole. The nature of those parasocial relationships, Chia. I mean, like, people say parasocial like it's a terrible thing, but it just means you're a fan of something. Like, I'm definitely parasocial with Germa, but I wouldn't mind meeting him, but I don't have any expectations at all. It would be cool. In fact, I would be terrified to meet him. But it would be cool. It'd be cool to get like an autograph from somebody I admire. That's parasocial. That is a reference I don't understand. Parasocial is like Game Grumps fans thinking that Dan and Aaron are their friends. Who's Dan and Aaron? Are they the Game Grumps? Did you know I used to think that Super Best Friends and the Game Grumps were like the same people? They're pretty similar. They get you get me. They just have like a similar energy, I guess. Anyway, the Super Best Friends broke up, and honestly, perhaps too soon, but I think it's a good thing. Fighting words. Sorry. I know some of you grew up on them. Some of you were so astounded to find out that the Super Best Friends were in fact not friends at all, but merely business partners putting on a show after their friendship had long since died because of their careers. But the record show, you brought them up this time, not the mods. I mean, if I had a nickel for every time the mods brought up the Super Best Friends, I'd have a few nickels. She's obsessed with people she doesn't like. Rent free. Hey! You're just upset they're never gonna be friends. More demonic symbols. That child left and left these horrible symbols on my floor. You'd have 0 nickels because you do this to spite me exclusively. It's a personal attack, actually. I have no idea who the Super Best Friends are. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry your pretty little head. It's only us elderly people arguing. The 2 Mythbusters too, I remember, were like on cold terms with each other outside the show. Yeah, none of the Mythbusters liked each other. Now that was a little bit like, I grew up on that. That was a little bit like reality shattering, I suppose. Because they seem so chummy, and then like real life people are different in real life from the personas they put out there on like television and other media. That was a lesson to learn. Yeah, she called me pretty. You're right, I am. The parasocial goes the other way, actually. That just leaves an enemies to lovers arc wide open. Yeah, I should have seen the potential, honestly. They did it for the love of the game, they did. At least the top gear / grand tour guys actually like each other. Imagine you find out that me and Avi actually hate each other. Like, I joke that we're always flaming each other in the DMs, but like, a chat gets leaked and it turns out that it's like, we're not even enemies, we're just like cold to each other. You don't? No, I actually love her. But like in a sisterly way. That's complicated. Me when the streamer is concerned about a chatter that hasn't shown up in a few streams. Okay, sometimes you see a familiar face lagging and you just wonder what's up. I think that's normal. Yeah, you would not believe what we say to each other. The Grand Tour lot are rather crippled by how incredibly punchable Clarkson is. I don't know what this means. I never watched the Game Grumps and I never watched... I don't know what the Grand Tour is. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not a media understander. Perhaps I'm a media misunderstander and I live under a rock and I don't know anything about anything. Is gonna release the chatter report card soon. You better not be tardy. You better not be missing class. If you're missing too many, gonna have to write you up. Gonna have to see me after class. It's what the original Top Gear cast did for Amazon after Clarkson got fired for assaulting a producer. Oh my goodness. There's tea here I've never heard of. Out the chatter report. I'm out of here. Yeah, well, you think you're getting off the hook? You think you can leave that easily? We need wood. We need wood. I think I will have to smallify the rice field further because I think it's still too much. Too much for one person. Chia, I should be excused from the report card because I'm a foreign student. I think most of my chatters are foreign students. Foreign to Canada. My back is killing me. I hope it feels better. Maybe avoid the Thailand. I'm just kidding. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty wild. A pretty wild accusation. One of my best friends was in the ER with her fiance, who wasn't feeling too well, and they prescribed her Tylenol 3 or something. And then like my friend messages, she was like, hold on, let me find her message. Oh no, I'm not logged in. She said something along the lines of her fiance saying like, oh, I took Tylenol, now I'm autistic. And her fiance is diagnosed with ASD. And she was just like, oh brother, I'm gonna kill you. Anyway, people. Yeah, go ahead, destroy your bed, Krumo. Okay, maybe I should arrest them. I hate beds. Grr. But then they get a mood debuff and they get arrested. Shuttle has arrived. Oh, they're here to collect a Excellent. Send. Get in the shuttle. Get out of here. People just keep peopling. It's infuriating. I'm gonna take some extra strength Tylenol for help with the back pain and my knowledge of trains. Exactly. Wait, I think that was her joke. I was gonna find it. No, you remind me of a different joke. It's my friend. She's having a baby. She's pregnant right now. She said, taking Tylenol so my child could be better at Pokemon tournaments. That's what she said. Gaining superior knowledge of Pokemon. Tragedy, I had to get out of bed despite being so cozy. That is so tragic. That's probably the saddest thing I've heard all day. It's gonna be born knowing type matchups and speed tiers. It's true. No, please don't destroy the battery. Don't destroy... I should probably arrest him, but... Okay, he's done. Thank goodness. Back to cleaning up. How's the Remy gone? Not completely disastrous, but we've kind of been at a point where we're trying to get more building materials, especially materials like wood, so I can make a tailoring bench so that we can turn this leather into new clothing, so my guys don't have to keep wearing tattered clothes and stuff. I'm like Don Quixote, but with beds. I don't know what that means. Does he hate them, or does he like want to have intercourse with them? It could go either way, saying something like that. So glad I wasn't born knowing anything. Shame it stayed that way. Should have had more Tylenol. I don't understand what that means, and I've read Don Quixote. So we both don't understand. Again, it could go either way. I fight beds instead of windmills. Okay, I was wondering if you were about to get inappropriate. Want to do what? But yeah, no complete disasters in the RimWorld space. Don Quixote fought a windmill and it ain't that deep. God, is this real? Is this true? I don't know. I think it does go deep. If you fight a windmill, I feel like you have to have beef, right? There's got to be something there. But where does hate stem from? It stems from like misplaced desire. So really, Don Quixote desired that windmill, and therefore he attacked it. He thought it was a dragon. Okay, so it's psychosis then. Ain't Don Quixote that one character from that one game? Ah, yeah, One Piece. Heartwarming update. I'm back in bed. This is good news. Excellent news. I think I come from an Advil family. No! You don't have specialized knowledge on anything. And it shows. It shows your family took Advil. Sad. I don't know what my family was taking for me to end up with, like, well, how I am. Yeah, parasocial towards windmills, true. Gen Z trying to cancel Don Quixote. They're trying to what? Wait, new movie trailer idea. Gen Z is trying to what? Gen Z's trying to cancel who? An Eminem story. It'll be an Eminem biopic, however you say it. Don't laugh, it's starting to go to her head. The bit judges are trying to calculate this bit. It's a good bit. I don't need the judges to tell me it's a good bit. It's a good bit. Bing Bong died? Who let this happen? They weren't feeding him and I didn't notice. Oh, I'm sorry. I think. Oh no. Yeah, I think whoever was supposed to take care of you just didn't. Black? Do you hate Bing Bong? Cancelled. Yeah, I can also still hear her voice. An oopsie whoopsie. An oopsie gravy just happened. The green M&M is gonna get cancelled. I mean, with all like the sexual harassment towards the brown M&M, how is M&M's still able to go on? Why are all those commercials like they're supposed to be adult films? Are people really harassing the brown M&M? I mean, in the commercial, don't they keep like trying to make her get naked? No, wait, she is naked. That is the whole thing. Anyway, let's cancel M&Ms and replace them with Smarties. This isn't a Canadian psyop. We should be canceling M&Ms and replacing them all with Smarties. Smarties didn't have weird commercials like that. Smarties wasn't like horny about their food. Oh yeah, you should probably bury Bing Bong. I saw a green M&M official shirt being sold at a flea market for 50 like cents, euros. Even the meme value can't save it. That's so sad. Okay, why is everyone starving? We've got so much food we can't even put it in the fridge. They're forgetting to feed themselves. That's me after a long day of gaming. I mean, the yellow M&M has a strong following by his fellow Tylenol takers, despite how many are allergic to peanuts. I get it though, I get it. Like, I'm dairy intolerant and I can't stop putting that into my body. It becomes a forbidden fruit. I'm sure it's quite similar to people with other kinds of like intolerances. Thrumbos are here! Beautiful. I saw that a descendant of Cole Sanders leaked the secret spices because KFC kept sexualizing the Colonel in ads. Oh man, I think the game must have been like one of the main triggers I can imagine. That's crazy. Is that real? Boy. Leaked KFC spices. I'm gonna get put on a list for this. Recently there has been claims regarding leaked KFC spices. A man claiming to be the great nephew of Colonel Sanders has shared a recipe for KFC's famous 11 herbs and spices. They've not confirmed the authenticity of the recipe, but of course, why would they? Because if they do, then you know, you're just gonna make it at home, right? Captain doesn't know Euro cents are called mini euros? They are? That's so cute. I actually had no idea. It's just pepper 34 times. There's other stuff. That's so funny. Okay, so like the great nephew or whatever. After arguing the KFC brand had been exploiting his ancestry for various sexualized marketing campaigns in recent years, the figure with over 400,000 followers on TikTok claimed they were blocked by official accounts. Ooh, KFC blocked them? That means that they won. They won. The marketplace of ideas? They won. Well, like, gifts are kind of in, so I guess that's the market that KFC is trying to exploit. Okay, they aren't actually called mini euros, they're called average euros. What are we talking about? I don't know, but I'm really hungry. Yeah, there was a KFC dating sim. Yeah, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna get some food, chat room. 'Tis the season for me to be eating. Thank you so much for joining me. We will continue this colony later. When we get some wood so we can start building, which we are. We're now starting to chop down our trees and stuff and replant them. We got some fiber corn on the way and stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Take care of yourselves. I'm gonna try my best to be back soon. Perhaps as early as tomorrow. I don't want to say what I did last time and get chat's hopes up. But like, I'm done my tests and essays for like the next couple of weeks, I hope. So I'll have a bit more free time. Great work today, Captain. You too, crew. Great work today. Take care of yourselves. Check out social media if you want to stay up to date. I will be back soon, so don't worry about me. Take care of yourselves, or I'm gonna show up in your room at 3 a.m. and I'm gonna tuck you into bed. But I'm gonna tuck you in so hard you won't be able to like unwrap yourself. You don't want that to happen. Okay, bye-bye.